respected and honoured throughout the world, and it brings to mind the pledges that are made, and it's our time as a South Coast Hospice. God our Father,
you have taught us to show compassion and mercy to the sick and the suffering. Give us the grace and strength to show love and compassion to those afflicted with life-threatening illnesses. Grant that with the power you only can give us, the hospice may continue in this area for the comfort and relief of the dying and the bereaved. Bless and guide those involved in planning the hospice. Inspire many to offer support through prayer and giving. We ask this in your name. Amen.
I just want to join Di in saying thank you to everybody who's out there every day. And I think nursing is a wonderful profession. I don't think there are many other people who get up every day knowing that they are going to probably touch somebody's life in a very meaningful way, and in return have their own lives touched. And I think that happens on an ongoing basis in palliative care. So I think this acronym for a nurse is very appropriate. N for nurturing, U for understanding, R for respect, S for sympathy, and E for empathy. The pledge of service. I solemnly pledge myself to the service of humanity and an endeavour to practice my profession with conscience and with dignity. I will maintain by all the means in my power the honour and noble tradition of my profession. The total health of my patients will be my first consideration. I will hold in confidence all personal matters coming to my knowledge.
I will not permit consideration of religion, nationality, race, or social standing to intervene between my duty and my patients. I will maintain the utmost respect for human life. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and on my honor.
The lamp in your hand is a symbol of those who keep vigil over the sick. It is the symbol of the philosophy of nursing profession, and those who nurse should be a light unto others.
Kathy De Philippi, you are the founder of South Coast Hospice. Can you tell us about how it started?
Yes, it started way back in 1983. We actually had a phone call from Highway Hospice in Durban, Greta Skumon. Before we'd really started, I had been reading up a lot about hospice, and Beryl Munich, who was a wonderful lady who started the Village of Happiness in this area, had also called a public meeting about starting a hospice. And I was really keen on getting it going when I got the call from Greta to say she'd heard there was hospice on the South Coast. And I said, no, not yet. We're just busy working on a training course. And she said, oh, because she had a patient in her home in Durban who lived in Umtintwini, who'd had a brain tumour removed, and all she wanted to do was to come home. Would I just then at least go and see her? So almost reluctantly I said, I suppose so. And that was it. And Pat was our first patient. She was an amazing lady. She had had a brain tumour removed. She had secondaries in the liver. She lived for about 18 months, and in her own words, it was so that she could make sure we all did it properly.
Oh, wonderful. And today, with the recognition of the nursing staff, it must have given you a little bit of a kick somewhere?
Yes, it's great to see. It's lovely always to be back here at South Coast Hospice. It was my home. I worked here for 34 years before I joined the National Association. So it was very special to be invited to be part of today's ceremony and to see a lot of old friends.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you for starting a hospice on the South Coast. Thank you.
I think God's got South Coast Hospice in the palm of his hands, because it's been quite amazing. It's not a very well-resourced area, and we've always had the right people and the right opportunities come up at the right time, and I just pray that it continues the same way.